Alex Whaley, keyword research blogger here with my review and analysis of Keyword Winner, the new SEO WordPress plugin from Dan Liu. So why is keyword research important? Did you know there are over 169 million keyword searches done on Google alone every hour of every day? And over 80% of online transactions begin with a keyword search. Search engine traffic is targeted traffic, and it is a fact that consistently well-optimized posts will bring more traffic. So does Keyword Winner make the grade? Let's take a look. Now I've already installed Keyword Winner. I won't go through that process, but basically in a nutshell you need to add your Google account and your ClickBank receipt number before it will work. The beautiful thing about this is that when you put your Google account in, you no longer have to put captcha codes in, because obviously it knows you're not a spam bot, which I think is fantastic. Now the way to activate the plugin is to click on Add New Post. As you can see here, we've got a brand new little box underneath saying Get Suggestions with some information here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay clear of my own niche. I'm going to go with something completely random, not random to some people, they know who they are. Growing lavender. So we're going to go Get Suggestions. And now my tip here is the broader the keyword you choose initially, the better the results you get. If I had chosen something very specific like how to put on your Ugg boot, then I would probably only get that response. And I don't think that anyone's searching for that. Well, I hope not anyway. It's not rocket science, but I digress. Now we've got the results here. I will quickly go through what all this means. Actually, it's probably easier if I just bring this little thing up right here for you to see what the highlighted colours represent. We have red means there are 1 million plus competing pages, orange between 1 million and 100,000, and green less than 100,000 competing pages. Now you can go. Okay, so we've got the results here for growing lavender. Basically what I'll do is I'll take you through what all this means. The first column here is Google Insights. Now, I'm not going to go into the explanations for the percentages, but in a nutshell, what it means is that Google has looked at growing lavender and said, okay, based on time and based on search volume and trends and everything that it can take into account, lavender plants is more popular a term relative to growing lavender, and growing lavender gets 1/3 the amount of searches that lavender plants does. There's probably a more thorough explanation of that, but that's the best I'm going to give you at this point. Competing pages is obviously how many pages are competing. Now, one thing I'll add is, obviously I've gone to check this, growing lavender, 650,000 competing pages. Here I've got 586,000, but look, I'm always getting 100,000 over and under. That's normal. In fact, if I do that search again right now, there you go, it's now 639,000. So I did that search earlier. Now that is a broad match, which means anyone with growing and lavender in any order in their title or in their posts competing for. Again, if I was to hyphenate that, I would get a true indication of who's actually competing for that exact phrase, and we'll see there are only 15,000. Now, it's one of the disadvantages to Keyword Winner. It doesn't give you the exact phrase matching competition. But you can't have everything. I think that's actually even better, because I would be happy to compete for 650,000 pages, and to find out that actually I was only competing against 15,000 would just be an added bonus. What this tool is mainly designed to do is to give you a broad idea within your own WordPress admin panel what you want to be targeting. And I have spent my entire blogging career understanding keyword research and SEO, and I can tell you that this plugin honestly just gives you what you need in terms of posting content. Niche site research is obviously an entire new ballgame, and there's a lot more information that you need. But when it comes to actually blogging and posting content, if you can go through a little 5-minute process of just making sure that you're optimizing your posts for the best phrase, then you're going to see a lot more traffic over time. Now, I've always been doing this, and I can tell you firsthand that it works, but this plugin now does what I used to do in 5 minutes in about 10 seconds. And the beautiful thing is, instead of having 1, 2, 3, even 4 screens up, it's all right here in front of me, and I can quickly go through. So I can go down and see, oh, lavender plants. All right, I need to include that, because it's definitely getting a lot more searches, and it's obviously a lot more part of but there's a lot more competition. But if we go down here, growing lavender plants, well, hello, 186,000 competing pages, broad term, and it's getting a lot of the phrases. It's quite a popular term according to Google Insights. Growing lavender indoors is the phrase we want to target. Growing lavender. Can I just point out that there's nothing wrong with targeting misspelled words, but don't put them in your titles. They just make you look stupid. Lavender seeds. I mean, the other thing this is doing here, I don't know anything about growing lavender. I can't even grow weeds, but this is giving me content ideas, isn't it? Not only have I got an idea of how I can optimize my title and my content, but if I don't want to include, if I'm not writing about growing lavender indoors, then it's obviously not going to make sense to often optimize for that. But hey, next post it's going to. So I've already got 3 or 4 posts ideas here just by looking at this. So what I can quickly do now is look at that and go, all right, my new title is going to be, let's see, tips for growing lavender plants indoors and out. How about? Beautiful. And what we now have is a perfectly optimized title. Tips for growing perfect lavender plants indoors and out. We're going to catch a lot of long tail traffic on growing lavender indoors. We're going to catch the traffic for... Now what I would also do is I would also write down 3 or 4 of the key phrases that appeal to you the most here, like maybe lavender seeds growing, lavender seeds. I would just take note of them so that you can optimize those keywords in your post titles and in your headings, etc., etc. All in all, I'd say this new plugin is absolutely a winner. It's very aptly named, and it really will make you a keyword winner if you install it. What I like about it is its ease of use. You don't have to do any thinking. You literally just post away. People have been arguing ever since blogging began as to whether you should write for the search engines or write for the people. This plugin allows you to do both and not worry about it. You could come to my blog and read all of the content and learn everything that you need to implement, or you could just install this plugin and forget about it. I recommend both, obviously. But that's it from me. It's definitely got the Keyword Research Blogger seal of approval. And have a good